what was that one thing that helped me in getting into Google? Let's talk about that in this video. So if you have not seen my Google story video that I posted a couple of days back, in that video I talked about that, I was not looking for a change from my previous startup, but still I, appeared for an interview. But how did that entire thing started? I was reached out by my Google recruiter on LinkedIn, and from there on, it all started. So I was not looking out, and I didn't even had that in mind that I have to apply in Google. But I got reached out, and then I started learning more about the role, and that excited me, and that's how I applied, and that's how it all started. But why did my recruiter reach out to me on LinkedIn? Because in school, in college, I had an average GPA. I was not that great in academics. A lot of people were in cloud at that point of time. A lot of people were working for a startup, doing well, and they had good skills as well. But why did I get that attention from my recruiter? So basically, whatever I was doing, right? So I was doing a lot of things, like I was doing a lot of certifications. I was working on a lot of good use cases. I was working on some of the latest technologies, like Kubernetes at that point of time, like 2017, 2018. And since starting, I was like, I was very interested in just contributing back to the community. So I had a website, samratpriyadarshi.com, where I was writing all the things that I was learning at that particular point of time, from cloud to certifications to Kubernetes. So I had this entire series on Kubernetes, maybe 7-8 blogs where I talked about the entire Kubernetes architecture, because at that point of time there were no managed services, right? There were, but very nascent stages, and a lot of people were still using kubeadm to install Kubernetes on EC2s. So I wrote a blog series about it, how to install it, manage it, and I talked about Ingress at that point of time, storage classes, etc., everything, how to deploy applications, deployments, and all those things. So at that point of time, it was good series, and a lot of people liked that particular series, and it got a lot of traction. It was shared by a lot of great cloud gurus as well. So that's one of the things that caught the attention of a lot of people. What happened was my recruiter went through my LinkedIn profile, and then they saw that particular website, and they went through the blogs and saw that I was doing good. I have a lot of certifications and all. So that was the one thing that I did, starting that blog and sharing everything there. And that's what I recommend to people. Like, if you don't showcase what you have been doing or what you are doing, no one else will do it for you, right? You can't just take your resume and then post it on all the websites that are out there on LinkedIn, etc. You have to have some kind of repository or something where you place whatever you have been doing or you have done so far. It can be as simple as a GitHub page, right, where you have all the contribution made to some projects. You have your pet projects, etc. But you have to have something where you are consistently showing that this is what you're doing, because you have to create your personal brand, right? And you yourself have to do that marketing for yourself. No one else is going to do that for you. So that's very important to understand, because you might be doing a lot of cool things, you might be doing a lot of niche technologies. I think the talk of the town now is Gen AI. You might be doing a lot of things in Gen AI, but who will know you, right, that what you are doing, until and unless you don't post about it, or you don't get recognized that, okay, you are the person who has some skill set around this particular domain. So that's what I did. I wrote that blog, and it's not active yet because of some DNS issues, but still I'm working on some other website. The domain name, I'll change it. And but that was one of the medium that was very important to me, right? Because resume is one thing, but once you take your website and say, okay, this is my website, maybe samratpriyadarshi.com, this is what I have done, right? That is instant hit, because you talk about what issues you have faced, what you are working on, and every recruiter, right, they will be able to gauge whether you are the right fit for the job or not. So that's very important. So I'll recommend all of you to, do something like that. And as I mentioned, that's not just one of the medium. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a blog. It can be, your YouTube channel, your GitHub repositories where you showcase your skills. You can write Medium articles, etc. So there are a lot of avenues out there which can help you in, getting that attention. I think that is where, it all started. So yeah, there are other things as well that, I had the right skill set. I was working on a lot of niche technologies, etc. You can say that, but that blog is what, started everything, right from that message to me applying and then giving the interviews, etc. So that's your first step, right? Otherwise, there are, I've seen a lot of people, they had good resumes, but still they don't get selected for interviews. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Hope this video would have brought some value. If yes, please hit that like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. Until then, you get to live, make the most out of it.